I also see a cooler in the front seat and then a beer cap that's in the center console.
Okay.
So just curious, I mean, do you have an open container in the vehicle or? Okay. Have you been drinking today at all, sir?
No, I have not.
You promise?
Promise.
Okay. Can we do a quick field sobriety test on you?
Deathcore Dre, no brainer law. The things about law enforcement you might not know, but I feel like you should. And I always get straight into the details. And that's why you should subscribe to me right now. So go ahead, take this time to subscribe. But look, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about what's going on, and we're just going to run the footage. So this is what happened. In June of 2020, Rowdy Podcast was conducting a First Amendment audit in Grove Heights, Minnesota, where he comes into contact with Officer Benning at the Grove Heights Police Department. After their initial interaction ends, Rowdy Podcast continues his walk and inspects a couple of vehicles that's parked inside of the parking lot, eventually finding Officer Benning's personal vehicle. After looking inside, Rowdy Podcast sees a cooler and a beer cap in plain view inside of Officer Benning's vehicle. Rowdy Podcast then approaches Officer Benning, which is now sitting inside of his patrol vehicle at this time, and requests the officer to perform a field sobriety test, and even has Officer Benning's supervisor arrive and give the officer a breathalyzer test. Here's the footage right here.
This guy's just gotten on the radio. Squad car number 20. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Anything I can help you with?
No, I'm just hanging out.
All right.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Sir? What was your name and badge number?
My name is Jeff Benning.
Okay.
And my badge number is 3632.
Awesome, I like your last name. I was stationed at Fort Benning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, take care.
Yep, you too.
Beer cap in this vehicle. Huh. And a cooler. That's not good. Oh, it's his car. Jay Benning. 3632. Huh. Hello.
Hey, hold on 1 second, right here. Hold on. Do you need something? Al?
Yeah, so...
Okay, hold on. Let me
Okay,
give her to Richard.
sure. So I have a couple of questions for you. I believe that to be your vehicle right there, the silver one.
The silver one, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I see the Parker in the back that had your name and stuff on it.
Go ahead, take this time to subscribe.
I also see a cooler in the front seat and then a beer cap that's in the center console.
Okay.
So just curious, I mean, do you have an open container in the vehicle or?
Did you see an open container?
Well, I saw a cap and a cooler, which would lead me to believe that there's probably some alcohol in that vehicle.
There are no open containers in the car.
Okay. Have you been drinking today at all, sir?
No, I have not.
You promise?
Promise.
Okay. Can we do a quick field sobriety test on you?
No, we can't do that.
Okay, and why is that?
Because I'm trying to get my report done so I can get out of here.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying, just from the public's viewpoint,
So
right?
if you want to call my supervisor and have him give me a PBT, I'm fine with that. But I'm
Okay.
not going to do...
You just won't follow the finger real quick and that's it?
An officer safety issue.
Okay,
And COVID. I don't want to get that close to you.
that's fair. Okay. Yeah. Do you mind if I look in your vehicle real quick? Just the front seat there?
Like you were doing?
No, but I mean open the car door and look into that cooler and see if there's any open containers?
No.
Okay. And why is that? Just out of
But it's
curiosity.
my car, and like I said, I'm trying to get out of here in time.
I get that, but if there's nothing to hide, then
No, I'm not going to let you look in my vehicle. But thank you, though.
Okay. Well, can I speak with your supervisor then, sir?
Sure. Sergeant Peterhoff's on his way out.
Okay. You understand my concern, right?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm just doing my job, you know. Hey, Sergeant.
How are you?
Good. What's your name and badge number?
My name's Adam.
Adam?
Peter
Okay.
Hoff. My badge number is 36Sam9. You want a card?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Well, say, I'm gonna, if he can watch you so I can show you what I'm talking about, I'll go to the opposite side of the vehicle so you can look in without, me being behind you. But I just want to show you something in his vehicle right here. So I'm gonna go on this side so that way you can go to the other side. And I have no weapons on me or anything like that. I'll show you right now just so you can see it. Okay. I just want to let you know.
In this vehicle.
Yes, in this vehicle. So this is Officer Bennings. And if you look right here towards me in that little pen compartment, you'll see a bottle cap that's open from a beer, a Corona, and then a cooler there. And so my concern is that obviously that would lead me to believe there's maybe an open container in the vehicle or something like that.
Okay.
And also would give me some concern that maybe Officer Benning had been drinking today or something like that.
Okay.
He won't let me look in the vehicle, which is fine, but I think he's obviously been driving here and he's about to get in his personal vehicle and go home. So I asked him if I could give him a field sobriety test and he said no. Would you mind taking care of that then?
I'll address it with him, yes.
Okay, I'll wait right here then. Because my concern is that the man has a firearm, he's operating a vehicle. The same thing that would apply to me, obviously, if I got pulled over, and I don't think it's unreasonable to just check it out real quick.
To check it out.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he's actually just going to grab his duty bag and I'll address it with him, yeah.
Okay. So, and then, my thought process too is maybe I would like to know the outcome.
Okay.
So how do we do that? I mean, I think we could do a PBT right here.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it right here. I said I'm going to address it with him and I'll deal with that. But just a bottle cap inside someone's vehicle doesn't give me probable cause to believe they're intoxicated.
It doesn't give you probable cause to also believe there might be an open container in the vehicle.
He's not in the vehicle.
I understand that, but he's about to be in the vehicle, and there's
He's
also
not.
Okay. And so what did he show up in? How did he get to work?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's the important thing, right? Because he's a police officer with a gun on him, and I totally get it. But then he goes out to the public and enforces the law. And my only concern is, if he's not intoxicated, great. That's good. That's what I want. I don't want him to be intoxicated or have any alcohol in his system at all because, as you know, that would void his...
It's against our policy.
Correct. Yeah, well, it's against, I think, most police departments, which obviously that's a good thing. But so I just think it's important that we just address that, and then we can show the community that, hey, this is they take this seriously.
Yeah, we do take it very seriously, and I appreciate you being astute enough to bring that to my attention. So
yeah, of course.
I'll address it the way we see fit, and if you want to stop back and you got my card, you can call me, and I can have a discussion with you about the outcome. Okay.
Okay. So there's no way that you'll do a check to make sure there's not an open container in there, and there's no way that you'll just give him a PBT or do the fingers.
I'm going to address it with him the way I see fit. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Sergeant.
Any other questions after
Okay.
we're done?
All right.
Okay?
Well, hopefully it works out. I'll call back.
He's willing to take a PBT right now, I guess.
That'd be great. Then it would settle it, and I could leave. Because he's been very kind. He's been very nice and professional.
What years were you at Fort Benning?
Well, I'm not gonna say right now.
Oh, after I take it to him?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll do that. In fact,
Do you know how these work?
a little bit, yeah.
So right now it's just giving us a temperature,
Okay.
doing an air blank. So it's sampling the air
Okay.
that we're breathing right now. That means there's nothing in that sample of
Yep.
the air. Do you...
Whatever. I don't care who does it. I mean, you can try and figure out how to cheat it, but I don't.
That says test, and that means it's ready to go, so he's going to blow it.
And
Cool.
then it has to have two asterisks that come up. The first one just shows that there's air going through. And
Okay.
The second one will show that there was an adequate sample.
Okay.
And that click means it was an adequate sample. and then it thinks and it calibrates, and you can see it says 000.
Okay. My name is John.
I can't because of COVID.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do one of these elbow
I'm Jeff.
things.
I think we already introduced ourselves.
Yes, but I didn't tell you my name before, so now I'm going to tell you my name. My name's John. I'm a First Amendment auditor. What I do is I go out and I check with the. I'm going to take my mask off. You guys are cool with that? Is that okay?
Yeah, as long as
I'm
we're
gonna.
not-
I'll stay.
Yeah,
You know, I'll
sure,
stay
yeah.
6 feet back.
Yep.
Okay, so what I do is I go around to different law enforcement facilities and I check them out. And I'm not trying to hassle you. I didn't think you were drunk, but what I'm going to do is I'm always going to investigate things as much as I can and I release that to the public.
Okay.
Okay. Two things I'll say right now. Number one, you're very professional.
thank you.
You're an outstanding officer. I've met a lot of officers. You were amazing. You were willing, you were honest, you were forthcoming. Like, you were great. I get the annoyance. You should be annoyed. I totally get it. How many people do you pull over and they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm super excited." You know what I mean?
It's just
I get it.
well, what we're
I get it. So
doing-
I'm not gonna make a long speech. I appreciate
that's
everything.
probably I'm trying to use it.
Everything how you've been is how every officer should be. You were honest. You had nothing to hide. You did a great job. I appreciate it. The only thing I'd say is maybe we come up with a way for you to address the community in a quicker way. I'll go inside and talk with him, and then I'll give you a call if you want me to give you a call, that kind of thing.
I just wanted
That's
to
all.
address it with him.
I get it.
verbally before
I get it, and you should, right? Because you guys are law enforcement, and you have to. There's a lot more that goes into giving him something, if God forbid he were, than it would be to give me something, right? But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just a thought process in the future. I'll give you we'll do an air high five, okay? Thank you guys.
Yep.
And take care of both of you.
What
God
year
bless you.
were you there?
Oh yes, good. So 2008 to 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Were you in the military?
I tried, but
You decided to serve here.
yeah.
Well, good, because we need people like you.
Well, thank you.
We do. God bless both of you guys. I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so I don't just post bad stuff. Okay.
I appreciate that.
And if you check out my channel, it's the Rowdy Podcast. I posted good stuff about Edina. I had an interaction with Eden Prairie Police Department. It didn't go the greatest, but we resolved it. Let's see. I did Minneapolis before this whole stupid stuff, where obviously there was a bad officer or a couple bad officers, but I don't think all cops are bad. I want to show the reality of it, right? There was some stupid stuff that happened where I would consider that murder. Everybody has their own opinion. I'm not expecting you to give me yours, but I did do other officers there, and they did a great job. They were amazing. Not as good as you guys, but I would say you guys are probably. I would say you're my number one right now.
Oh wow, cool.
So yeah, because I don't think most departments or officers would have done what you did. I honestly don't think so. Yeah, I don't think most would do it. I think they'd tell me to F off, and that would be that.
Feel comfortable doing it all here, just you and me.
Yeah. How's it going? Good.
In my car.
All right, I'm gonna get out of your hair.
All right, thank
Take care, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you do.
You bet. Thank you.
Now, guys, I know there's gonna be some people who, I'm friends with a lot of cops. Even while I was doing that, going through my head, I found he's a pretty good guy. Well, we just tested how good of a guy he is. That is the fucking example of how an officer should be. I get he doesn't want me to look in his car, and he has every right to not want me to look in his car, right? We all have that right. I did ask him some questions that we all get asked. But at the end of the day, he said, no, we'll just do the PBT right here. So, to me, I would say that is amazing. That's a good fucking department right there. And excuse my French, but that guy makes me motivated. I'm happy to see police officers like that. And, I know people will have stuff to say about the sergeant, but, and I gave him some improves because I think that there is some improves. Not for Officer Benning, but I would say for the sergeant, there's a little bit of an improve of, okay, here's what I'll do to make sure that I get the information, offer to call me, whatever. So, that's all I got for you today, guys. Really happy. What an awesome officer. He's a great individual, and God, I wish they were all like that.
All right, so as you can see, that was the end of the interaction, man. I can't lie. I don't got an issue with it. That was just as good as it could possibly get. And I think that it was definitely fair, because this is the rights that you have to be able to go up onto these police department properties, which is public property. If you don't know, record and everything. And I feel like just the same way an officer would sit there and find that in a civilian's vehicle, they would ask and they would probably try to give you a field sobriety test and you know, a breathalyzer, just like how he did, even though he wasn't in the vehicle. I've seen videos of officers doing things like that. I think it was fair that Rowdy Podcast did that. And I even liked even better that the officer even, you know, opted to participate and ask all the questions, was very professional. All of these things, man, I don't got an issue with it because, you know, the biggest part is, for me, is that he got to feel what it was like to be on the opposite end of being questioned like that, you know? And so hopefully he takes that and he takes that experience and he uses that the next time he's, you know, doing his job and for his up and coming interactions with people, that he remembers that sometimes how people will feel, because I know he probably just felt like, what the hell? And I'm pretty sure other motherfuckers probably feel like, what the hell? And I'm sure other people probably feel like, what the hell? So subscribe. I'm not going to be just showing the worst police interactions, but we will be showing those too, because we got to keep it transparent. We're going to show the good and the bad. Subscribe. Watch more videos at the end of this. And I'm out.